Much of what we're doing in meditation is inner shadow work that we're just not quite aware of. It brings little things up, it brings things into perspective. And so it feels like an unraveling, like the identity is just going away because it kind of is. Everything that we've built up in our lives, everything we've pretended to be, every nuance, every projection of the future just kind of unravels. And so that's where like the dark night of the soul is like, who am I? What is this identity? That's when that stuff rises up because you're getting to the heart of who you actually are. You're getting to your true self, your true nature. So it feels like a collapse. So if you're going through it, just go through it. Be very accepting of things. You know, you've probably heard the phrase sit down with your demons and have coffee because that's really what you're doing. You're accepting the darker parts of yourself. When somebody calls you selfish or somebody points out some indiscrepancy from a past version of you, you can own it. And owning it is extremely important because until we own those little parts of ourselves that we're ashamed of, we'll continue being ashamed of them. Mistakes are just mistakes. You don't have to live that way, right? You don't have to continue doing the same things over and over again and hoping for different results. That's the very definition of insanity. And there are a lot of people in the world that are just out of their minds because they're not living to their fullest potentials. They're not being who they actually are. They have these, 6 and 7 figure salary jobs that just aren't making ends meet anymore. They're not happy. They're not fulfilled. And they're pretending that they are. They're pretending that the expensive car and the micro mansion is what they're living for. And then you realize eventually one day you're out of time. So don't run out of time. Do it right now. Go to the uncomfortable parts of you and look at them and see where they came from. It's a pain issue. It's something that the pain body is holding on to for dear life because it doesn't know any different. I mean, you are creating new neural pathways every time you make a different choice. So just keep making different choices. Get comfortable because the suffering is where the liberation is. As always, much love.